Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Find out the latest Madison County sports information from Richmond Register sports editor Nathan Hutchison, coming up next. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber and KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.
Welcome into Madison County Sports Night Live for Monday, March the 13th, the day that was supposed to be the opening day for Kentucky High School Athletic Association's baseball and softball seasons. But Mother Nature had some other plans. And at least here in Madison County, we did not have any games. We're supposed to have a big night of action down in Berea. We're supposed to have Madison Central versus Madison Southern in both baseball and softball. Both of those got I want to say washed away because it didn't really rain. Both of them got postponed. The softball game has been rescheduled for Wednesday night. The baseball game at this point, I'm not really sure when they're going to reschedule that one for, but they will get it in at some point. It's a long season. It's 2 months ahead of us of baseball and softball. So didn't have anything to report on tonight. We do have some things to look back at and also to look forward at here in a minute. But while we're talking about high school softball, we did have yesterday's edition of the Richmond Register Sports Show. We had Madison Central assistant baseball coach David Withers, and we also had Madison Central head softball coach Randy Hall on to give us kind of season previews. And we figured since had a little extra time here tonight, we'd give you a little flashback to some of their comments. In particular, we want to focus on Coach Randy Hall, and nice conversation with him. And of course, that's that episode of the Richmond Register Sports Show is available across all of our social media platforms if you want to go back and watch the whole thing. But we pulled a little part of that to show on the show tonight. And in particular here, he's talking about his pitching staff. He did the Lady Indians did lose some folks to graduation, but they bring back all 4 of their pitchers: senior Jasmine Kaler, juniors Cassidy Gentry and Andrea Linton, and sophomore Lindsay Colgrove. And of course, Jasmine Kaler last year 7-5 with a 3.05 ERA. Cassidy Gentry a 10-0 record with a 2.03 ERA, and Andrea Linton 5-0 with a 2.02 ERA. As the Lady Indians won the district championship and then lost to Lexington Catholic in the first round of the 11th region. But here's Coach Randy Hall talking about his 4 pitchers. Well, you did lose 5 seniors off of that team, some important pieces, but you do have all 4 of your pitchers back, which obviously for any high school softball team anywhere, that's a luxury to have, especially when your top 2 are battle tested and really proven they're top-notch starters.
Yeah, that is a plus to have all our pitchers back. Unfortunately, we're in the 11th region, and the pitching is probably the best in the state in the 11th. I would say, and there are a lot of young pitchers in the 11th region too. So it's not like we're going to lose them anytime soon. So but we've got good enough pitching that we should be able to battle any team in our region.
Yeah, I mean, Jasmine Kaler won 7 games last year, and Cassidy went undefeated, 10-0. Mm-hmm. And I think I've asked you on this on the show before, but people didn't see those episodes or don't remember. Kind of compare and contrast the 2 young ladies and different styles they have.
Yeah, well, Jasmine, is a year older. She's her senior this year, and her pitching style, she's a little bit more lively on her pitches, and whereas Cassidy Gentry is more of a spin and more finesse type pitcher, hit your spots. And then Andrea Linton, too, can also give us some innings, and she has probably the highest swing and miss percentage on our team last year. So we've got three good weapons to be able to use.
Yeah, and I think you told me this before, but you kind of go by feel. You kind of who's going to start is just kind of look at the matchups and
We do. It's not, like baseball where you have to plan it out really for the week. I mean, I look at it and have a little bit of an idea, but it could be different from day to day. I mean, they may pitch 2 days in a row. They may not pitch for a little while, and if not, then one goes down and pitches a few innings on the JV. But it is more of a feel thing, and trying to take everything into account with the emotions of the game and with things that can happen. Seeing who's on their game at the time.
Yeah, or even flipping them and flopping them out in the middle of the game.
In the middle of the game, you didn't do it a whole lot last year, but I expect that this year we may do a little bit more of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, those three ladies in particular, Jasmine, Cassidy, and Andrea, helped the Lady Indians to a 22-9 record, and they will open the season on Wednesday down in Berea against 44th District rival Madison Southern. So, looking ahead to tomorrow, we've already had a couple of cancellations and movements. I was just checking out the schedule before we came on. This is what I think we have for tomorrow: high school baseball, Berea at Bergen. Garrett County at Madison Southern, 6 p.m. On the softball side, we have Estill County at Madison Southern, 6 p.m. And in tennis, we have Lexington Catholic at Madison Central. Of course, all that weather, pending the weather, of course, this time of year. It's spring sports in Kentucky, folks. You go day by day, and you never know what's going to happen. So, but looking ahead to, actually look back to last night. Late last night, I kept checking my phone over and over and over again, and I think it was about 10 o'clock, they finally announced the entire field for the Discount Tire College Basketball Invitational, which will get underway this coming Saturday at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. The 16-team field, EKU drawing the number 8 seed. They will play Cleveland State at 11 a.m. Sunday, and they will play March 20th, the next day, against the winner of Indiana State, the number 1 seed, and USC Upstate, the number 16 seed. Some interesting things about this tournament. When I got to kind of breaking this down a little bit, 3 ASUN teams in this tournament. North Alabama is a 13 seed, and Stetson gets a 6 seed. EKU finished ahead of Stetson in the ASUN standings. They had a better overall record than Stetson, and they got further in the conference tournament than Stetson. Stetson was out in the quarterfinals. EKU got to the semifinals. Somehow EKU gets an 8 seed. Stetson gets a 6 seed. Not really sure how that happens. But interesting, too, here is if you look at the top of the bracket up here, and Randy's scrolling back up, Indiana State and USC Upstate will play that game. That's a Saturday morning game at 11 a.m. So that game, the winner of that game plays EKU and Cleveland State, who play at 11 a.m. Sunday. And the winner of the EKU Cleveland State game has to come back and play the next day at noon, whereas Indiana State and USC Upstate play on Saturday. So the winner of that game gets a day off. So EKU will have to basically be back on the court less than 24 hours later to play the quarterfinal game, whereas Indiana State or USC Upstate will get a day off in between games. It's kind of weird that they're that close together in the bracket, but they play on different days. But all this is taking place at the Ocean Center down in Daytona Beach, Florida. I looked this up because, honestly, I tried to convince my friend Ricky to drive down there with me because, folks, you can get a ticket to these games for $8. $8 if you can get to Daytona Beach this coming weekend. $8. If not, like it says right there on the screen, you can watch them on flowhoops.com. And then I think the semifinals and finals will be on ESPN2. But $8, man, if you can get to if you're a EKU kid down on spring break somewhere and you want to swing by Daytona Beach on your way home Sunday at 11 a.m., $8. I mean, you can't even get into movies for $8, can you, Randy? I don't think so. But that's how that'll go.
Not around here.
Not around here. You can't even get a thing of popcorn for $8. I don't think.
Oh no, it's at least $8.
Yeah, they tweeted out the link, and I clicked on the link, and it's $8. So you want to go, Randy? Want to go? Sunday, 11 a.m.
Take the Richmond Register private Learjet. Sure.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was going to call up Raising Cane's guy, Craig Turner, see if I can use his.
That'd be cool too.
Well, that is.
I like chicken tenders.
Oh, I love Raising Cane's. It's great. It's one right up by my house. I go there all the time. So that will get underway on Sunday down in Florida. A couple other things to tell you about. We did mention some of this stuff on the sports show yesterday, but like I said, since we have a few minutes, we can look back a little bit. But a couple of great young athletes from Madison Central were competing in the 2023 New Balance Indoor Nationals track and fields competition up in Boston last weekend. And Kiera O'Shea finished 6th in the 2 mile, 5th in the 1 mile. And then, of course, Wyatt Stewart, the great pole vaulter, he finished 2nd in the pole vault competition. All those finishes earned them All-American honors, top 6 in each event to get All-American honors. And Jordan Briner also pole vaulted up there as well. I think finished 24th, if my memory serves me right. So we talk about Wyatt and Kiera all the time. But they are worthy of our attention and worthy of our praise as they just continue to do amazing things. So that's the end of the indoor season for the track athletes, and they'll come back here, and at the end of the month they'll start to have some high school track and field meets. And of course, Wyatt and Kiera are the defending state champions in their events. Kiera won the 16 and the 32 last year, and of course Wyatt won the pole vault. So, and over the weekend too, on Saturday up in Lexington. KHSAA Region 8 archery competition. Model girls won the team title by 1 point over Madison Central. And on the boys' side, it was Madison Central taking the title and Model finishing 3rd. And on the girls' side, Hope Moore for Madison Central was your individual region champ. And Rebecca Smith from Model finished tied for 2nd. So hopefully tomorrow night we'll have some pictures and some video and some stuff for you. And sounds like a couple of got a baseball and softball down at Madison Southern, so unless those games get canceled too, so we'll just have to see what happens. So, you staying warm, Randy?
Man, I'm trying. I don't like this type of weather. Hate
it feels colder when you had some warm, and so it just feels.
Don't like it.
We got teased a little bit with the warm weather, and then you go back, so
makes it worse.
Yeah, it was funny. We were there yesterday doing the interviews with David Withers and Randy Hall, and I was like, I was like, please cancel tomorrow, please cancel. I don't want to stay down there. It was actually snowing a little bit this afternoon here in Richmond. So
it snowed like crazy this morning.
Yeah, it was
something.
There was ice on. I went out to take the trash out, and there was ice on the trash can. So.
Gosh.
Yeah, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it tomorrow, and hopefully have some good stuff for you, and hopefully won't freeze to death doing it. So there you go. So
yeah, hopefully not.
Hey, and also mentioning the CBI, and I tweeted this out earlier. If you saw this on Twitter, all these places have these NCAA tournament contests where you can pick the 64, 68, I guess. There's one for the CBI as well. You go to on Twitter, it's at the CBI, and you could pick out the CBI champions. And of course, you could all pick the Colonels, but
right.
But you can go there, and there's actually prizes and stuff for it. And if you go to at the CBI,
cool.
You can go and try to win that too. So
I got to fill out my. I was my wife told me to fill mine out, and she says no help from Nathan.
She thinks I know something about this stuff. I don't know nothing about nothing.
Because you're the sports goat. That's what Lloyd Rhoda says.
The goat.
Right.
Yeah, but hopefully Lloyd watched the show because David, Coach Withers spoke very glowingly about Gunner, and
he did.
Voice, so hopefully he enjoyed it. So.
Well, I didn't know. I was going to tell David yesterday. I didn't know how fast Gunner was until the Berea College game that they had down there with Estill County and Central.
The Blake Crow game.
Yeah, down there at Berea College last year, and I actually got to see him in person. I looked at Lloyd and I went, "Dang, man, he's a jackrabbit."
Yeah,
he's quick.
He is a young man. So, but no, we had a good conversation, a good preview of both Central's baseball and softball teams. So if you, like I said, it's across all our social media platforms. It's on richmondregister.com if you want to go check it out. I think, did you rerun it again tonight before we came on?
Yes, I did. I rerun it at 6 o'clock tonight. Yep. I did.
So it's out there. So and of course we always appreciate them coming by. We love Coach Withers. He's great. And I could have him on every week. He could like co-host the show, and I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
He's always one of our favorite guests. Even though I like to call him.
You know what? He wouldn't be journalist of the year though. I don't think.
I think I need a crown. I got a crown. I put my crown on up there. I got my crown. I saw a meme on the internet today with somebody with a crown on. So maybe I need a crown. Put a crown on my head, right there, Randy.
Oh, Nathan, I think your head's too big now.
Nah, it's getting bigger. All right. I need to stay off social media. Is what I need to do. I need to stay off social media. Is what I need to do.
Oh, jeez.
Trust me,
Bad for you sometimes.
I try to keep that Twitter page as clean as I can and not.
I know you do a good job. You do a great job.
Hard, man. Sometimes it's hard.
You
I
do
see
a
stuff
great job.
out there and I want to comment on it so bad. Anybody watching us tonight? Randall?
Hey, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there's people watching us. Hold on. Hey, we got Janine Woodall Parsons watching. Hey, Win Auto Detailing. Go by and get your car detailed, man. Win Auto.
Yeah.
Go by.
Yeah. Hey, I was
Auto,
over.
Go by.
I was at Adams GMC today doing some work.
That's right.
Ricky took care of me over there with. He always does great. He's great and his people are great and do a great job. So he had some work to do and those guys got it done quick, and car's running like a dream now. So thanks, Ricky.
I told Ricky to send me a picture, and we would talk about him on the show next month. Like every time we bring up the GOAT, we'll bring up Ricky as the GOAT.
The goat. Yeah, but he took care of me and everything.
Good.
Appreciate it. You gonna get me over to Snappy Tomato at some point to make a pizza over there?
That is next Monday because Sean is on spring break this week.
Must be nice.
Yep, that's right. It's all that pizza money, man. No.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, next week.
Well,
Go by. Hey, I did not know my son ordered this huge, large cinnamon pizza dessert thing.
Nice.
With glaze on top of it.
Oh.
Holy! I said, "Where'd you get that?" He goes, "Snappy Tomato." And I went, "Oh man, I didn't even know they had that."
I gotta bring one by here one night, even on the air.
Delish.
They can bring half of it to me and half of it to you, and we'll sit here on the air and just eat.
That's right, man. It was good too.
People want to watch us eat, right?
It's gone now.
That'd be good TV watching us eat.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, hopefully tomorrow night we'll have some real stuff to talk about instead of pizza and cars and everything else. So I tried to give you some content tonight, even though we didn't have any games.
That's true.
So
We got something.
either way, we're gonna go out with a song like we always do, and I know I play. I play the Cars quite a bit. I know I do that quite a bit.
I like the Cars.
But the Heartbeat City album came out on this day back in 1984.
I graduated high school.
Yeah, oh gosh, you're dating yourself there. We'll go with Benjamin Orr on lead vocals on this one. The drummer. This one's called Drive.
I love that.
I could have brought the vinyl in, but we only do that on Wednesdays.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right. We only do it on Wednesdays. It's a rule.
We can do anything we want to do, I guess, but we try to stick to tradition.
Who's gonna tell you when?
Me cruising in my 1974 Buick Regal to this.
That thing was probably as big as a boat, wasn't it?
Oh, it's massive. Back seat was huge.
My friend had a 1973 Capri Classic.
Wow. Yeah.
I could just call every morning. It was bigger than this room. It's unbelievable.
Oh, man. I love that car. Big 350 Oldsmobile rocket engine in that bad boy.
Who's gonna drive you home?
Well, that'll be all for tonight, folks. So appreciate you watching. And like I said, we'll be out there tomorrow night. Hopefully have some action unless Mother Nature ruins it all again. So see you tomorrow.
We could talk about all the people I took home in my Buick Regal.
All the people at the home, what?
Who's gonna hang you up?
All the girls I took home in my Buick Regal.
Oh. Yeah, you're still live on the air, right? You know that, right? We didn't click off yet. You better watch what you say.
Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Total Comfort, Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote.
Wynn's Auto Detailing Service.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber and KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.